Hello, traders. Welcome to the mini Thunderdome. All right, guys. This is the morning of November 29th, 2022. At a doctor's appointment, get there, and they say it was canceled. Well, you never told me. So I'm back home, not trading. Going to watch the World Cup. But I wanted to do a recap of today's streaming. I want to point out again, I want to make it sink into your brain. Okay? I want it to be obvious, just sink. All right. Let's start by showing, this image right here. Okay? Guys, it takes me time to make these, okay? These are not for me. This is for you. Okay? If it was for me, when it is for me, I make it as simpler as possible. I don't make it all pretty. I usually do it on a piece of paper, and I just have it handy. I don't make all of this screen stuff. So take time to look at these screenshots because they are important. Okay? So scenario 2 yesterday. So when I set these targets, when I put up these targets, you guys should be doing a screenshot of them. Okay? Because these targets are important. So yesterday we had the 17 as a major target. It doesn't mean just because there's a target above, it doesn't mean it's going to keep going. Okay? And I decided to make this video because today, again, it was another target that couldn't be surpassed. So you guys have to pay attention. Okay? So yesterday it was 17. I believe I called out a short from 17. I said it'll probably go to 4,000. I called out a long in the middle, but hey, telling you, you guys know, you see me trade, there's probably a 2,000% chance that I would have stayed on that short all the way to 4,000 and never gone long at 08. But I didn't take the trade, so I'm not here to really talk about that. But you guys have to either make your own scenarios or at least pay attention to mine, okay? So today, long targets, 76 and 83. What is the high of, where is it, of the RTH? It's 82. So you either have to be scaling or you have to be moving your stop up to entry if you're not a beginner. But in this case, because it was from 65, I believe I called the long. I think I only called 2 trades this morning. I think I called a long at 65 all the way to at least 76, and I called a pullback from 72 to 63. A pullback is a pullback, but you got to always be worried if it's gonna go beyond a pullback, right? So I said, be careful here. Be thinking about moving your stop to entry because they could be doing outside in, right? So on this trade here from 65, because it's such a long target, even if you are a beginner, you can move your stop to entry or at least take some profits. So where would you have taken profits? Talked about this morning. You have to be looking for these areas that the market is finding value. What is value? Value is when a buyer and a seller agree on a price. Okay? And that was right here, right? It was right here. I believe that this morning I said, be careful. It looks like the longs are over. Look at how it's having a hard time going through. And then here I also said, look, be careful. think the shorts are done, especially after it couldn't hit 60. I said, didn't hit 60. I think we are done. And then I believe I called the long right here. I think I even had an arrow that I made here. Okay, so on the way down, so when it hit 82, you should have had moved your stop to either 68 or to opening price. Opening price, what is opening price? Is 69. So yeah, you could have had your stop right here. So after a big move like this, if it comes down at 8 o'clock, 7:30, it hit 7:30. If it comes down at 8 o'clock, here's 8 o'clock, to test opening price, something is wrong. It should have kept going. Okay, so these are the things that you guys need to pay attention to. So this move here, I think they played with retailers here, right here. Okay. They played with retailers because it's either, this move is either has to do with the COVID lockdown that hit, that could be hitting the Apple factory in China. But I don't think so, because I think that the now is getting a little larger, but at one time, well, I think when it happened, I think Apple was only negative 1% or less. Okay? The other news that could be, it could be the oil news that OPEC is sticking to their production agreement of what is December 4th. Is OPEC likely to stick with the existing oil output policy at December 4th? Okay. So that, I think they could be taking advantage, like yesterday when the speaker came out. Okay. And look at this. It hit our first target on the downside. That's our first target, right? On the downside? No, it was 60 and then 48 and 43. So, but this was the true target, because this was the only real poor structure. Everything else was just fluff. So, yeah. So, I had anything else? Yeah. This was the true target. So again, another example, it bounced off of a major target and immediately it pulled back, and here we are to yesterday's closing price, the place where it had a hard time going through, a place where on the first initial move it struggled to go any lower, and here we are again. 20-point move. So are we done on the downside? I think that we are done seeing lows. I don't think that we will see another low unless it wants to finish this. But what needs to happen? Okay? Hopefully you guys are watching this before the day is over. Because what needs to happen? It's right here. Market needs to clear this. This is an area that everybody agreed on price, right? They agreed on price here. Okay, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Okay, it's too cheap. I want to buy more. Buy. Okay, now it's too expensive. I'm done. Sell, then sell. Okay, this is too expensive. Sell. All right, now we reach to another area. Okay, I think that this is a fair price again. Right, because they had bought here earlier, so then it goes up again. So if it comes down here, this is the decision point. So if you see a 46, chances are it's going to go and finish this poor structure right here. Chances are. But I think it's kind of weird that we're up here unless it is revisiting, some call it the scene of the crime, when news comes out and the market makes a move from that point that the news comes out is called the scene of the crime, or the crime happened here, and then the market likes to revisit the scene of the crime. So the crime happened here, and now they are revisiting. So here it is. It's falling. Okay, so is it going to go and find support here? Or is it going to hot knife right through? I think that the tug-of-war line, I think it's right here. This needs to hold. 56 area needs to hold. If it goes through this, then here is the last stop right here. But this area here, I think, is the first area that you start to see a clue if the market is really done going up. If it just revisits the scene of the crime, okay, we'll revisit that. We are done, and let's resume. The market right now is only negative 13 points. It could just turn around and go positive. Now, don't think that we will see that the 4,000 anymore, because it will need a lot to get inside of initial balance and go through across that whole range of initial balance. But I would not think out of contest of the market closing somewhere here. Okay, so chances are it will come down here, test this, just linger around here a little bit and close somewhere in this box. I don't think that it will be out of contest. I don't think that it's something to be expected, or somewhere in here. So in between 47 and in between 67. Yesterday, my support and resistance areas were dead on, right? Another thing that you guys need to pay attention to. Where is it? Got all of these. All right, so what is it today? Today we have resistance at 4,000, 4,025, and support same as yesterday. Look where we are again, at 60. Look at that. We are at 60. So what's happening? Why are we back here again? Because I think that the market wants to finish above 60. So in this area here, maybe a little more, but in this area here, and I think tomorrow we will see that the market go through 4,000. I think by the end of the week, we'll be at the high 4,000s. All right. Hopefully this was some useful information. I could be selling these target areas, this free market stuff. People have a business just doing that. They have a room that they have people log in just to do a pre-market, and they charge. I'm giving this for free for you guys. So take advantage of it, all right? Thank you for watching. And if you're still trading, I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll see you live in the Thunderdome.